Okay, welcome back to Tai Chi Chuan, Master Chen's 60 movements. Last time we did the preparation. We learned the first movement of Master Chen's 60 movements. The preparation was simply to clear our minds, center, breathe through the Dan Chen, correct our spine, and then turn out, step out, turn in, bring in the right foot. I think one thing I forgot to mention is when we start with feet splayed, but we want to end up with our feet parallel. So one, turn out, two, step out. When we put the left foot down, set it down, point it straight ahead. And then when we straighten up, bring that right foot in. Okay, so I left that out. So now today we're going to move on with the two more movements. The beginning, ironically, the second movement, and ward off left. Somewhat complicated. Our first complicated movement. Let's look at the beginning. We'll start by going through the preparation. Okay, and now the beginning. Hands float up, but they're actually energizing. They're blocking an attack. Float back. Energize again as they grab the shoulders and throw them down. Hands face back. Okay, what am I talking about? What we're talking about is after the preparation, I'm going to be attacked. Someone's going to lunge in my throat. I'm going to block, then get inside their arms, reach around, grab their shoulders, throw them down. All right, so that's the application of what I just showed you. I'll show you from the side. Preparation. And now the attack comes to my throat. I block, striking with the hands. Just think about the hands, not the arms. Float back, hands reach out, grab the shoulders, and throw them down. And then palms face back at the end. I actually like to think about just a bit. Well, I think about the whole block, right? And I'm going to this one point in space, and I'm going to shoot up my hands. But if you want to we're doing it slowly. Just think about the fingers. The fingers actually hang down and then straighten. 2, 3. We hands soften as we finish our block, and then we start a new attack, grabbing their shoulders, energizing, and then throw them down, and palms face back. All right, and again from the side. I finished my preparation, and now they attack, block, relax, catch their shoulders, throw them down, palms face back. And all the time we emphasize that I didn't emphasize, but I should have emphasized that we want space under the arms. So after we get out here to the preparation, we have space under our arms. Feel relaxed, no tension, not constricting the chest. That's going to continue through until the end. So we block. 1, 2, the hands strike. 3, the hands release. 4, the hands grab the shoulders. 5, throw them down with energy. And then 6, palms face back. All right, that's the beginning. So let's continue on we finished the beginning. Let's continue on with the next movement. Very complicated one, ward off left. So that the first step is, watch this. Everything starts together and ends together. Remember that? 1. Right hand up, left hand under the right hand. Weight has shifted over the left foot. All my weight is now on my left foot. Right foot is turned out. So my waist is now along this. And then we talked about this in the safety section, right? Because this is a radical move. We're going to get the waist parallel with the foot. So, and returning perpendicular while keeping the foot anchored. So if we don't want to do that, we don't have to. We can do a 45-degree turn. This might be a little safer for those of you with bone issues. So let's look at that's the first movement. It's a fun one because everything starts together and ends together. It's a good example of that. And it's fun because you can run it backwards and forwards. This is actually one of my warm-ups. I'll just turn to the right, pick up my right foot, turn to the left, pick up my left foot. But I digress. All right, so ward off left. 1, Now arms are nice and wide and high. Palms are facing each other. I've trapped their arm. Perhaps they lunged at my shoulder. I got out of the way. I drive forward with my knee. And I've tracked their arm. Now I step forward. Shift my way forward, I should say. That's 2. And 3, step empty. 4, ward off left. Again, that's a complicated movement. The foot comes in at the end. Left hand comes up to protect the solar plexus. Right hand comes down to block a kick, a roundhouse kick coming from the side. I'm going to block out. Okay? A lot in there, right? 1, everything starts together and ends together. 2, shift away, get ready to drive into them. 3, step empty. 4, ward off left. All right. I'll do that from the side. And I finished the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll do that from the other side. 3, 4. Okay, so that is water off left. Let's just go through that, see if I mentioned everything. So 1, I'm going to turn the right foot out as far as you can. You want the waist to turn as far to the right as you can, but don't force it. It's not a big deal. 2, shift the weight. 3, now if you can't step empty, just take a normal step. And then 4, ward off left, blocking this, protecting the solar plexus, blocking to the right. All right, so let's put it all together now, and then we'll be done with the preparation, the beginning, and ward off left. And I'll go from the beginning, the very beginning. And I'll do it facing you, and then different directions. One, 2, 3, 4. They're facing this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Muscle memory. I started to do the rest of it. Now let me do it with my back to you, because that's actually the way you'll normally learn in a school. So I'm not being rude. It's just how normally how it works. And I'll go from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that's it. That's the preparation, the beginning, and ward off left. See you next time.